Call to order the fourth session, 12th Congress. The United States Senate is now in whatever you want to call it. I can't think tonight. Would anybody please say the Pledge of Allegiance for us or recite? You may go ahead.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Stand by, boy. I need to switch something out real quick. Need to switch my mics out. One moment.
Combatant, can we get some smooth jazz in here while we wait for him?
The presiding officer has left.
Combatant, smooth jazz.
Since he left, one of us has to
He's back.
carry it.
Alright, there we go. I had to switch it over to my phone so I can see who's talking when I'm out of the window. Alright, so we will go on to roll call. Senator Webby is excused on vacation. Senator Clark.
Present.
Senator Walker. Senator Walker is not with us tonight. J City is no longer with us. Senator Sawyer.
Present.
Senator Rockwell. Senator Lego Trooper Boy.
Present.
Senator Dakota. Senator Robert Ford. Senator Charleston.
Oh, I'm here.
Who is actually speaking tonight? Good to hear you. I will take that as he is present. Because he's speaking. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that before. I was on the computer. Yeah. Alright. Moving on from oral, we have quorum.
What the fuck do you guys want?
It's a Senate session and we're live.
Oh. Oh well.
Well,
Good job, Jackson.
Sad.
ladies and gentlemen,
Is there a motion to recall the roll?
he left, Mr. President.
Alright, well, then we'll handle that later.
Explosion coming up.
Change it to 7. 6. It's going to take us a little bit longer than usual today. Because I'm trying to run everything. The ayes have it. That was a unanimous aye to accept the agenda, which means we will continue on to the agenda. The first would be Senate Act 1219, Our America First. After opening statements. Anybody have an opening statement?
I do.
All right, Senator Clark, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, everyone. Just to start out, I'd like to apologize to the American people about the ineffectiveness of the Committee of Government Oversight and Judiciary. I myself, as the chair, have not been trying to my best to communicate with the members, but the members themselves have not been doing their part. I hope this evening the Senate, as a whole body, can get rid of the toxic members that make us ineffective from what we do. Anyway, join me in prayer. Actually, no, fuck this. I fucking hate religion. I yield the floor, Mr. President.
Mr.
Alright.
President, I actually have something I'd like to bring up before we begin.
So,
About-
like, the floor is yours for opening
Okay,
statement.
yes. Well, this isn't exactly an opening statement. About 5 minutes ago, you motioned to move resolution 1202 and 1203 to the wall, but that was before we knew we were actually holding a session.
Would you like to revoke your motions,
Yes, I'd like to revoke my motion.
Senator Clark?
Yes.
The motions will be retracted. Please go to the group and delete them, since that would be the best thing to go.
I yield the floor.
Same thing with those who voted. Actually, you know what? I'll just close it out and put it in the shout. That'd be the easiest thing for everybody. Does anybody else have an opening statement? We will continue on to the agenda then. 1 second. There we go. The motions have been retracted. We will now be on to Senate 1219, Our America First Act of 2017. Is there any discussion?
Is the floor open to discussion yet, Mr. President?
Exactly. Does anybody have the motion to open the floor? Does anybody have anything to discuss?
I motion to open the floor, Mr. President.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion has been made to open the floor to discussion on the Our America First Act of 2017. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. The floor is open.
I request the
discussion.
floor, Mr. President.
Senator Lego Trooper Boy, the floor is yours.
I believe it was last weekend that me and Senator Walsh had a lively debate over the first draft of this act. I strongly disagreed with this because I believe this restricted our citizens from having free will of what groups to join. However, this revised act is well written. It's definitely a step up from what it was last time. It specifies that anyone with what's considered a high rank in any other USA group isn't allowed to hold any jobs in our intelligence community, as well as any jobs in our Congress. This act is vital to protecting our national security, especially with recent events on our minds. Thank you, and I yield.
Does anybody else wish to discuss? Is there a motion to continue to a vote?
I motion.
I motion. I second.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor state aye.
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 All opposed? The ayes have it. We will now vote. Let's see. Senator Clark.
Yay.
Senator Sawyer.
Aye.
Senator Lego.
Aye.
And Senator Charleston. The ayes have it. 4 yeas, 0 nays. It passes. Something's messed up with our coordinator. Okay, 1 second. Need to fix this. Alright, that's rather odd. We will continue. Hold on. Our America First Act of 2017 passes and will be moved to the House for a vote. Next we have House Resolution 1208, the PI Act of 2017. I believe that's Personal Invasion Act. It's by Senator R&B FIFF, or Representative, sorry. Is there a motion for discussion or a motion to vote?
I motion to vote.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The motion is tie struck. Since there was no motion to discuss, and this is a motion to vote, I break the tie to continuing to vote. Be it there was no motion to discussion. So we will move on to vote, and I'll try to get this legislative coordinator to work. Senator Clark,
Aye.
no. For those watching, our coordinator is not working well with me tonight. Senator Sawyer,
Nay.
Senator Lego stated
Aye.
aye, I believe, yeah. And Senator Charleston. And there is a tie. I will vote, let's see. I believe I did not, or I was not in favor of this before, and being this is coming around again, I will vote nay on this.
Sad.
And it had to be 2/3 anyway, so be it tie or not, it had to be 2/3.
Would have failed either way.
Hmm?
It would have failed either way.
Yeah. For some reason, I cannot get this thing to work. Oh, hold on. Work to there. Alright. We will be moving on to House Resolution 1212, Congressional Transparency Act by Representative Big Dude 36. Motion to discuss, or is there a motion to continue?
I motion to discuss, Mr. President.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it.
I request the floor.
Senator Lego, it is yours.
Basically, I'll just be recounting what I said the first time this bill came to our chamber. This bill ensures that the American people will be able to view our session. This is very important to, one, keep an act of transparency, which is what this bill is about, is keeping it transparent. But also, it intrigues the American people to what we do in our chambers and how our proceedings go. Uh, when it was my early days back in this nation, I used to go to sessions when we held them at the actual Capitol building. And I used to be very intrigued as to what they did, and that's what led myself to my congressional career. And I believe that it's very important to let the American people be involved and be able to see what we do in our chamber. Thank you, Mr. President, and I yield.
Does anybody else wish to discuss?
I motion to proceed to a vote.
I believe Senator Walsh requested the floor, Mr. Vice President.
Okay.
Disregard.
Never mind, he said he doesn't want to. I motion to proceed.
Okay. Motion to proceed made. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. We will be moving to a vote. Senator Clark.
I vote aye.
Senator Sawyer.
Aye.
Senator Lego.
Aye.
And Senator Charleston. Votes aye. That's 4 in favor, none against. It passed. And the legislative coordinator is failing massively. We will fix that afterwards. There must be a coding error, so we'll have to deal with that. Whatever. I have to talk to Webby about that. Alright, we are on to Senate Resolution 1202. The Senate Resolution 1202. Is there a motion to discuss?
I motion to proceed.
I second.
Motion made and seconded to proceed to a vote. We will begin voting. Senator Clark.
Aye.
Senator Sawyer. Senator Sawyer, how do you vote? Senator Lego.
Aye.
Senator Charleston. Votes aye. Senator Sawyer, last chance. How do you vote on Senate Resolution 1202? Will be marked as abstain. With 3 in favor and 1 abstain, none against, it passes. Despite for some reason it says fail. I do not understand that. Okay, on to Senate Resolution 1203, Standing Rules of the Senate. Any motion?
I motion to open the floor to discuss.
Is there a second?
I second.
Second made, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All against? The ayes have it. The floor is open.
I request the floor, Mr. President.
Senator Lake, the floor is yours.
This, the new rules we have here in this document, they basically change the current standing rules to fit how we believe we should be running our chamber. It allows us to suspend or expel a senator, where previously it had not allowed us to do so. And it also, there's also a new rule that was added called right of response, which entitles senators to be able to respond to remarks of personal, not attack, but inquiry. These rules are very vital, I believe, to sustaining a working and efficient Senate. Thank you, and I yield.
Does anybody else request the floor? Is there a motion to continue?
I motion to continue to a vote.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Oh, I'm sorry. All not in favor. The ayes have it. It's pretty much unanimous. Anyways, so we will continue to a vote. Senator Clark,
Aye.
Senator Clark, how do you vote?
I said aye.
Senator Sawyer votes aye. Senator Lego Trooper Boy
Aye.
and Senator Charleston votes aye. That's 4 in favor, none against, and abstain.
Mr. President, I motion to amend the agenda. That being adding item 10 motion, or actually no, adding a slot in item 10 to expel Senator Jack Rockwell.
I would like to second that motion.
Alright. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. We will move to add on the expulsion of Senator Rockwell. That'll be Senate Resolution 1204, in which we will vote on momentarily. Alright, that was brought up by Senator Lewis.
Mr. Vice President, I have a question for you. Did the president send you or resend you the nomination for Nicola?
He did, but I didn't have the time to add it on.
I would like to amend the agenda to add that in.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. Does anybody motion to take a recess while the agenda is amended?
I'll motion for the recess.
Is there a
Second.
second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. That will only take about 5 minutes to do this. We will resume session in 5 minutes, which will be 8:57 p.m. Eastern Time. We are now at recess. So, Senator Clark, can you send me a quick resolution of the expulsion?
Yeah, sure. Let me actually make it.
I just realized I spelled expulsion wrong.
I was going to make a comment.
It's because I'm tired. I
Tonight
tried my
we,
best.
tonight we started the agenda with I believe 4 items, and now we're all the way at 11.
And I
I
asked,
think
All right, we are back in session for the fourth session of the United States Senate of the 12th Congress. We left off on Senate Act 1220, the Oath Act of 2017 by Senator Clark. Is there a motion?
A motion to
I'm-
proceed to a vote. I retract my motion if Mr. Ramsey wishes to
Yes,
speak on it.
I
Okay,
motion to have the floor.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it.
I motion to have the floor, Mr. President.
Senator Clark, the floor is yours.
Just briefly, I'm pretty sure most of you have heard me speak about this before we convene this evening. This act really just clears up on who can administer oaths, what they are, where they can be taken, and how they can be taken. It may not be groundbreaking, but it really does clear up a lot that how officers should take office, etc. I yield the floor, Mr. President.
Does anybody else wish to speak?
A motion to proceed.
I second.
All right, we will continue to proceed. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Three ayes, one opposed. We will continue to vote. Senator Clark.
Aye.
Senator Sawyer. Says aye. Senator Lego.
Aye.
And Senator Charleston. It passes unanimously. If you're watching and, oh wow, it actually worked this time, holy crap. If you're watching and it says for item 3, 4, and 5 that it failed and a blank for 2, please do not pay attention to that. The legislative agenda broke for those 4, and it finally worked for number 6. So we will continue on. 2, I believe Senator Morgan Obama, formerly known as Morgan Sawyer, motion to change his vote on Senate Resolution 1202. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
I second.
All in favor to allow him to change his vote?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? With the ayes have it, Senator Obama, how do you vote? He changes his vote to an aye, which makes it a unanimous pass. And the legislative coordinator will still say it fails.
Spirit.
Go ahead.
Never mind. Continue, Mr. President.
We will move on to House Resolution 1218, False Statement Act by Dr. Gatsby. Is there a motion?
I motion to proceed to a vote.
Is there a second?
I second.
Is there a second to proceed to a vote?
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. We will continue to a vote. Senator Clark,
Aye.
Senator Sawyer votes aye. Senator Lego,
Aye.
Senator Charleston. The ayes have it. Unanimous. Let's see what the coordinator. Oh, it's working. Okay. Let's see. House Resolution 1219, Political Party Independence Act by Dr. Gatsby. Is there a motion?
I motion to proceed to a vote.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. We will proceed to a vote. As soon as I can get this working, and Senator Clark,
Aye.
Senator Sawyer, Senator Lego,
Aye.
Senator Charleston votes aye. All the ayes have it. The motion passes. Or it passes, excuse me. On to item number 9, House Resolution 1220, Chief Justice Resignation Act by Dr. Gatsby. Is there a motion?
Can you repeat the name of it?
It is the Chief Justice Resignation Act by
The
Dr.
fuck?
Gatsby.
Hold on, let me get this shit.
Okay. I motion to open up the floor.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. Does anyone
Okay.
request the
I
floor?
request the floor.
Senator Lego, it is yours.
Okay, this act seems very politically motivated. It seems to basically try and stop what happened with Reinhardt and what was his name, Mike, and it seems very pointless. So I encourage my fellow senators to vote nay on this bill. Thank you, Mr. President, and I yield my time.
Anybody else wish to discuss?
I motion to proceed to a vote.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All opposed? The ayes have it. Senator Clark, how do you vote?
I
You cut out.
vote nay. I vote nay.
Very well. Senator Sawyer abstains. Senator Lego,
I vote nay.
and Senator Charleston votes nay. It fails. And our legislative coordinator appears to be working better now. Not sure what the issue was before.
By the way, I posted my resolution in the chat.
Okay, I'll get that added in later on. Unless a senator would like me to do, well, actually, I can do it now. I have Discord open on my laptop and my phone. Just gotta go back and forth.
You can't do both at once.
One can try, one can try. Alright, so Senate Resolution 1204, the expulsion of Senator Rockwell, presented by Senator Clark. This does require two-thirds majority.
I would like to motion to open the floor.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All opposed? The ayes have it.
I request the floor, Mr. President.
Senator Lego.
Mr. Rockwell here, he is nothing but a burden to our Senate. I hate to say that about any senator, but he has proposed no legislation, which is half of his job. He has come to, I believe, one of our 4 sessions, which is terrible. He has, before we began our session, actually, right after we began it, right after we did a roll call, he joined our chat, asked us what the fuck we were doing. And then once we told him it was a session, he said, "Oh," and then left. This is unwarranted for any senator to do. I encourage you all to vote aye on this. Thank you, and I yield my time.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Obama has requested the floor. He has presented a...
Would you like me to narrate, Mr. President?
Sure, if you would please.
Mr. President Obama showed us a copy and paste of Jack Rockwell saying, "Oh well, not like I do anything in the Senate." Mr. Obama said, "Come to the session." And Mr. Obama commented, "He doesn't care, so can we motion to vote and stop wasting time?"
I second that motion.
I would like, yes. I believe he yields his
I
time.
retract my motion. Mr. Walsh.
Oh, yes, Mr. Walsh would like to speak.
Senator Obama has yielded, and Senator Walsh requested.
I'm willing to narrate for Senator Walsh as well.
Okay, thank you.
For those watching, Mr. Walsh is typing. That's if anyone is watching.
I believe Mr. Gatsby is washing. Senator Obama, I'm on cocaine right now. Is that what you're saying? Okay, Mr. Walsh says, Mr. Rockwell is nothing but garbage. He has been holding the Senate back so much time, and he could have been productive at the most.
He's still garbage for us. We can't have him anymore, folks. Okay, I yield.
Okay, Mr. Walsh yields. I motion to proceed to a vote.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
I vote aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. We will move to a vote. Senator Clark, how do you vote?
Considering it is my resolution, I vote aye.
I would hope so. Senator
Sure.
Sawyer.
Senator
Votes
Sawyer
aye.
has stated he votes aye.
Senator Lego.
Aye.
Senator Charleston votes aye. So with two-thirds of the Senate present, quorum met with 4 unanimous ayes, the resolution passes. But the legislation coordinator broke again and says it failed. Therefore, Senator Rockwell will be removed from the Senate following this session. Next, we have nomination 1232, Nikola Kalanick for federal judge. This was presented by President Green.
Mr. President, I believe you'd like to speak in front of the Senate.
I did hear that myself. I will give him the role so he may join us.
Okay.
The Senate may please stand by while I get him.
I believe he does need a simple majority approval though, Mr. President.
That would be correct.
Should we do that while we're waiting for you?
Good. Yes, I'm just trying to.
Okay, I motion to let him speak. Can I get a second?
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
I believe he is in here.
Yes.
Okay, I'm here.
The floor is yours, Mr. Mr.
Kalanick.
Kalanick.
Thank you,
The
Mr.
floor is
President.
yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. My fellow senators, Mr. President, I'd like to thank you for letting me speak on my behalf this evening for my Senate confirmation for Associate Federal Justice. Okay. If you do not know, my name is Nikola Kalanick, and I've been nominated to the vacancy on the federal court by President Green. I recently came over from the CUSA merger, which I was a massive factor in, as I was the President of the United States in CUSA. Before becoming president, I held multiple positions: Director of National Intelligence, Attorney General, Secretary of Defense, Director of the FBI, and multiple minor positions. Before CUSA, I bounced around USA's, averaging 2,000 to 10,000 members, in which I held positions in with the Department of Justice, such as Supreme Court, Federal Court, Chief Justice, etc. I'm currently a law student in real life. I attend Columbia University in New York City with aspirations of becoming a federal prosecutor or a circuit judge, as well as start hoping to go into private practice. I understand some of you may not know me since I am new to the USA, and you may be critical of me, and I would be as well. Someone I don't know sitting in a life-term position, it just leaves you feeling weird. We all just want the best for our nation, and we all want the most qualified people running it, whether that means if you're a federal agent, justice, or president of the United States. But believe me, I've spoken to multiple people in the judicial branch, and the president and President Green, and with the help of his advisors, came to the conclusion that I am qualified for this position. I have been interviewed by Chief Justice Reinhardt and the president as a whole. I also came to understand your Constitution is a custom one. I have closely studied your Constitution and have realized that it is custom and has modifications from the standard United States Constitution from real life, such as presidents can serve 3 terms and so on. But the nature of the Constitution is easy to understand, which I feel will help me excel in my position as an Associate Federal Justice. I would also, as Associate Federal Justice and serving justice to those who deserve it. America may be a free country, but if you can't be a law-abiding citizen and a service to society, you will get what's coming to you. I will closely work with law enforcement officials by giving them legal warrants only if there is sufficient evidence for one. I will closely work with everyone in the judicial branch to help maintain an active and judicial branch, and I will make it my goal to constantly hear cases as everyone has the right to a day in court. The judicial branch, in my eyes, is the most important branch of them all. If you don't have an active and if you don't have an amazing judicial branch, America could suffer. In a nutshell, I will pride myself on being an active, authoritative, and proud figure who shall uphold the law, and I hope it's considered due to vote aye on me. Thank you. I'm done. Is there any questions?
I believe we are all. I motion to proceed.
I second that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Kalanick, for coming forward. We will be proceeding to a vote.
He's a really great man.
Senator.
Yes, believe he's a great man.
Huh. Senator
Just
Clark.
failed.
Senator Clark, how do you vote? Senator Clark, how do you vote?
Said I vote aye.
Senator Sawyer.
Lowest goddamn vote I've ever seen.
Senator Lego.
Aye.
Senator Charleston.
Aye.
Votes aye. Unanimous pass.
Come on, boys, let's wake up.
Stop listening to Leo, okay? You're supposed to be the civil here.
Thank you
Excuse me.
very much. Thank you very much.
No
All
problem.
right. That concludes all of our items. Is there any closing statements, or would someone motion
Mr. President, I
make a
motion to
closing
adjourn.
I
Is
would
there
like
a
to make
second?
a closing statement today.
Senator Lego has asked for a closing statement.
If you would be generous to allow me.
Go ahead.
Okay. Tonight we started off with 4 articles of legislation, and we ended with 11. I have to say I'm very impressed. I don't believe any in Congress has ever achieved that before. Whether that be a good or a bad thing, we are making history each day. This session was another great one. We removed an inactive senator, we approved a federal judge that looks overqualified, and we revised our standing rules. Overall, a great session. I would like to give a shout out to my friend Dr. Gatsby, and I yield.
You're welcome.
Senator Walsh has requested. He is typing. Senator Lego, would you like to narrate him again?
Sure thing. Senator Walsh is still typing for those watching. He is still typing. Senator Walsh says, "Thank you, senators, for attending the session today. Today was the last session for VP Ustinov presiding over the Senate, and I want to give a shout out to him for being a great one. I yield. I would also like to
Get some coffee.
I'd also like to thank Mr. Ustinov for joining us for these 2 or 3 weeks. It was honestly a pleasure, and thank you."
Yeah, honestly, thanks for putting up with us. And I understand it's a lot of hard work. I'm just gonna take the floor, But it's hard work. Like, I understand I was PPT once, and it's not an easy job, especially when you don't have enough secretaries. So, shout out to you for doing that on your own.
You're welcome.
Also, you could use a little coffee, Mr. President.
I could. And right
Some
now
cereal.
I'm trying to eat a piece of cake on the side. It's not really working because I have to keep talking
Piece
to
of cake.
me presiding, but I would like to say thank you for allowing me to preside over you all tonight, and
You're welcome.
It was my pleasure.
as Junior Overseer Leo likes to say, you're welcome. And I look forward to possibly being nominated to the Senate. That is yet to be seen.
Yeah,
Lack stamina for the Senate.
I'm racing to join.
So with that, thank you all, and it's been a pleasure on my part as well. Is there a motion to
I'd like
adjourn?
to motion to adjourn.
My motion, or second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye. Nay.
Thank you.
A motion
Thank
to
you.
remove Leo from the gallery.
Is
Second.
there a say?
I believe it's because he's black.
I second the motion.
This was a racially motivated attack.
Mr. Obama. Anyway,
The ayes have it, and we are adjourned.
thank you.
Oh, that was a terrific session.
You're welcome.
I'm actually, I am.